Chirp family, what's going on? It's your boy HeIsMellowD, Mellow, Jalil, Drippy, whatever you want to call me. And we are back with another episode of Ima Shut Up podcast. This is episode 70. I hope everyone's having a good day out there. If you're not having a good day, go do something to make sure that you're having a good day, because who's in charge of your happiness? You are. Before I get started, I just want to say, if you're listening or watching, make sure that you're liking, sharing, following, telling people about this, commenting, retweeting, reposting, all of that good stuff so this podcast can grow. So I can share my stories with more of you people. As I said, this is episode 70, and I said on the last episode, Dennis Rodman, he wore number 70 when he played for the Mavericks. So, it's a Dennis Rodman episode. That made it pretty easy, so I didn't really have to look anybody up. What's going on, people? I didn't give 2 episodes last week because I'm still trying to get my timing down, and I had a pretty big, quest that I was trying to finish for, my ride challenges and stuff for Uber and Lyft. So I finished that up. But, and now it's holiday week, Thanksgiving coming up, or Family Day, as I like to call it. And, we'll see if I get a second episode out this week. But here's this one. So, yeah, I'm here. Just real quick, my weekend was pretty good. It started off kind of bad, I guess, with Thursday. My Steelers losing, but I guess we'll talk about that in football real quick when I get to there. But just a little quick progress report on Princeton. He's doing good, as he should be. Love my child, love my son. But I've recently discovered that I can sing him to sleep now, and that's amazing to me because I can't sing. But yeah, he likes my voice enough that I can sing him to sleep, and I just start freestyling songs with his name in it and sleep, or it's okay, my Princeton, everything is fine, stuff like that, and I just sing like that, and I'll just repeat that and repeat that for a good 2 to 3 minutes, maybe 2 to 5, and yeah, he'd be knocked out on his shoulder. Do everything is fine, it's okay, my Princeton, everything is fine. Do the little just rock, bounce back and forth. He out. I really love being a parent, yo. This shit is really dope. All the stuff that you just discover about your child and you discover about yourself, really. It's just wild. I love it. Also, too, he's mouthing. I feel like he trying to talk, but I don't know if he can formulate the words yet, but it's he be mouthing stuff. And then a scream comes out. So words is coming soon for him. My boy is gonna be 6 months on December 15th, bro. That's right around the corner. It's the 25th today. Yeah. Jeez, that's crazy. I'm about to have a 6-month-old son. Oh man, gotta love it. Nextly, the biggest thing that happened over the weekend, Kendrick Lamar dropped a surprise album called GNX, and honestly, I've been bumping it nonstop. I really like it. Standouts to me, I would say, is Hey Now, Peekaboo. I really like the West Coast bounce. So all of them songs, Hey Now, Peekaboo, Squabble Up, what's the other genre? Blue Dodger, I think it is. All of them with that West Coast bounce that just make you want to do this. And I grew up, y'all know, I grew up being a jerker. Well, y'all who've been listening since the beginning, y'all know jerking and footworking and all that stuff and dancing that. I love that sound. So yeah, I love all of them songs off rip. But the song Reincarnated, I had to run that shit back 2 or 3 times when I first listened to it. That nigga is different, bro. And on Reincarnated, I think, this is just me, I think I haven't figured out who he's talking about from the guy's perspective in the first verse, but I know the woman's perspective, that's definitely Billie Holiday. First guesses on the guy, the first perspective on the guy, I was thinking maybe Jimi Hendrix or Chuck Berry, but it was neither of them. And he said like I think the person was born in Minnesota in like 1947. So maybe it could be like Muddy Waters too. Like but I don't know where Muddy Waters was born. These are just like older black guitar artists that I know of. So yeah, but I think the girl is definitely Billie Holiday. Um, yeah, it's just a really good album. Um, he mentioned Lil Wayne in the first verse on the song "Whacked Out Murals." Um, he raps, "Used to bump the Carter 3, held my Rolly chain proud. Irony, I think hard work let Lil Wayne down." And Lil Wayne took that as a diss. That doesn't really sound like a diss to me. Uh, but I guess just the fact that he mentioned his name, he took it as a diss. I don't know. But then Wayne responds with, "Man, what the fuck I do?" Weezy began to post. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, this is what I wrote. I wrote it out like I'm writing articles and shit. Um, I just be chilling and they still come for my head. Let's not take kindness for weakness. Let this giant sleep. I beg you all. No one really wants destruction, not even me. But I shall destroy if disturbed. On me, love. And I hear you, Lil Wayne. And while you are a great rapper, I cannot name one time in like you was dissing somebody that I was like, oh, this track is amazing. Like the one that I can like really remember is like him and Pusha T going back and forth. And yeah, I forget the name of the song, but he started it with like "fuck Pusha T and everybody that love him," and it's like, yeah, I mean, like, wouldn't anybody say that in this? Like, you're Lil Wayne, say something else. I don't know, but yeah, I don't really want Lil Wayne and Kendrick to beef and start dissing each other. Um, that's just redundant in my opinion, but if it happens, it happens. I will enjoy it and I will talk about it on here. But back to the album, yeah, I just really think the album is really good, and I don't think this is the album that we were meant to get. You feel what I'm saying? Because he's doing the Super Bowl in February, so he got to drop another. He's dropping something else, and because the song that wasn't like he put up a snippet first on YouTube, right? But that snippet isn't on GNX. So clearly another like that has to be like a deluxe or another album that he's working on cuz it's Kendrick and he everything is calculated and yeah. So, yeah. The album is really good. I will say the one song that I could have done without is probably and ironically is the song title from the album title track, GNX. I just don't really like the beat. It's like it sounds. I don't know. It's not. It's not. That's not the one I like for real. But it's not a bad song. But yeah, that's one that I didn't download from the album. Or actually, I think I downloaded the whole album, so I'll probably take that off. But yeah, that one I don't like the beat. Beat's a little annoying to me, but everything else on the album is smoke, bro. Like he got a Luther Vandross sample on there. Um, a Tupac sample on there. I think what is it? SWV on a is it SWV on the Heart Six? I don't know. One of them like girl R&B groups from the '90s. He got one of them on there. Yeah, bro. They went crazy on this project, and obviously, deciphering the lyrics and just like he's throwing shots at Drake the entire album, and it's kind of like beating a dead horse, but fuck it, it's good music. So turn up. Drake, get up, Drake. Like, damn. Stop tweeting and saying stuff on people's streams. Get up. Fight back. And you don't even gotta fight back with disses. Just go make some really good music like you do. I know it's probably hard in this atmosphere for you right now, but you the boy. Go be the boy. Yeah. So that's that. And obviously, yeah, as I was talking about excuse me, as I was talking about football, yes, Thursday, my Steelers lost. My Steelers lost in a blizzard to the Browns. But let's be real. I think I like y'all could tell that I was leaning that we was probably gonna lose that game, but I was just being optimistic as a fan. Like I was saying, like, oh yeah, it's a short week. We just had a hard division game, and then we got a division game right after. Yeah, like, and then you add the blizzard on top of it. Yeah. So I'm not mad that we lost that game. Like I am a little bit because definitely the refs and not I hate to be that fan. I really do hate to be that fan. But bro, let's just be real. The refs were not giving George Pickens anything that game, dog. He had like 3 clear pass interferences and nothing. I think the only call he got is when the dude like ripped his mouthpiece off of George Pickens' face mask. And that's like, all right, well, I have to call this. But bro, blatant pass interferences. Like one of them, he like tackled my boy. He tackled him before he could even get to the ball. Another one, all over his arm, pulling his arm back. And then the last one, last play of the game, the dude was literally blocking George Pickens out of bounds. I did not know that was a legal defense play, but whatever. On to next Sunday. This Sunday coming up, we got the Bengals, another division game. I think we're going to get this dub, though, because if you look back, I said that he was going to beat the Ravens, and I said he was going to beat the Browns the first time, but maybe I think it's going to switch. So he's going to beat the Ravens and the Browns and then lose to the Bengals. So I think we're going to beat the Bengals. We're going to beat the Bengals. And also, too, in football news, the Giants released Daniel Jones. They released Daniel Jones, bro. And before releasing him, they moved him to the 4th-string quarterback, then to scout team safety. Talk about a fall from grace. Like, what are we talking about? And, like, you blame Daniel Jones because it was his bad play, but you just also, too, got to blame the Giants because it's just like, they got to feel so stupid. And I know everybody on the sports talk show stuff has been saying this, but they've been saying it in other, like, more politically correct words, but the Giants have to feel stupid as hell. Like, very dumb. Look, they paid Daniel Jones $160 million for like 4 years. That was his contract, right? Like $40 million a year. And did not want to pay Saquon like 10 because they value Daniel Jones over Saquon Barkley. They have to feel dumb as hell. And now that the fact that neither of those players are on the team anymore. What is happening? Like, that's just crazy to me. Like, the Giants organization, bro, just throw the whole organization away. I don't know. Call up Lawrence Taylor. Let him be the new general manager or something. Go get the greats from when the Giants was good. I know Michael Strahan, he on TV and stuff. Go get him. Where Jeremy Shockey at? Go get the Giants greats and bring them on to the personnel side so they can get the Giants back to what they were. Because, like me growing up, the Giants were a good team. Shit, they went to the Super Bowl twice in my like teenage years. Yeah, I think. Yeah. Well, like preteen to teenage years. Yeah, but yes, bro. Go. Who they had? They fucking Ron Dane was there. Tiki Barber. It was Tiki Barber. Not Isaac Bruce. Jeremy Shockey. Who else was there? I think I said all the names that I know, for real. Because I was a Steelers fan. I know my Steelers players. Like, I know a good amount of players from other teams in different eras and stuff. But, yeah, I ain't about to run down the whole list. But, yeah. Go get them niggas, though. Because they need help, for real. And I guess with that, we got to get into football recap of week 12 because it started with my Steelers losing to the goddamn Browns, the shitty ass Browns. And then you got all the Browns fans and stuff on social media acting so hyped, like, bro, y'all still 3-8. Y'all beat us in Cleveland. Okay, nice. We gonna beat y'all. No, y'all, yeah. No, were we home? I think we were home, actually. We gonna beat y'all ass in Cleveland. Yeah. No, we weren't home. We weren't. Because it was a snow game. So, yeah, y'all beat us in Cleveland. And it snows in Pittsburgh too, but that was like a crazy blizzard. That was like Ohio weather. But yeah, so gotta give it to them. They were the better team that day. But Myles Garrett, you are not better than TJ Watt. So cut that shit out. Like, stop. Talking about, oh, I'm the only player that gets schemed up for every play and doubled every play. Do you watch, like, do anybody else watch the Steelers games? TJ Watt is doubled every play and stunted at. Like, they throw the running back or the extra tight end at TJ Watt every play, bro. Stop talking stupid. You are good, but you are not number one. You're not. And if you guys say you're number one, you're not number one. Get out of here. It's like, nah, no. You can proclaim it. I respect stuff like that, but just being real, you not better than TJ Watt, Myles Garrett. You are really good though. I will put you right behind TJ Watt. Like it's like one and what they say, 1 and 1A. Yeah, y'all right there, but TJ got the edge, bro. I'm sorry. And that's not my Steelers bias. Like, look at the numbers. Then the Titans beat the Texans 32-27. CJ Stroud is definitely in a sophomore slump. He looks bad this year. You've been seeing some flashes of his greatness, but overall not good. And I know that for a fact because I had him as my starting quarterback for fantasy this year, and he's been shitting the bed. I got him off my team like 3 or 4 weeks ago. Excuse me again. Yeah, because I'm like, dog, you are doing bad right now. Like, yeah. And I guess, honestly, it's my fault for believing that he was going to be great and just continue to be great from his first year. But, yeah, I fell for the hype. Oh, well. But they lost 32-27. The Vikings beat the Bears in OT 30-27. Justin Jefferson was shut down. Only 2 catches for 27 yards. But Jordan Addison, on the other hand, had 8 catches for 162 and a touchdown, while TJ Hawkinson also had 7 for 114. So you shut down arguably like a top 2 receiver in the league, but his counterparts went crazy. Also, too, got to give it up to Caleb Williams. He had a really good game, like over 300 yards, 2 touchdowns, pretty high completion, or not pretty high, but like a good completion rate over 50%. I think it might have been over 60% too. I should look it up, but I don't really care too much about the Bears. But yeah, the Cowboys upset the Commanders 34-26. A bizarre divisional game with kick return touchdowns and what should have been game-ending touchdowns and missed field goals. NFC East football. The Dolphins beat the Patriots 34-15. Tua's looking good. Shout out to Tua too, because I picked him up on fantasy because also I had Brock. My 2 quarterbacks at first was Brock Purdy and CJ Stroud. Got rid of CJ Stroud. Started Brock Purdy. Brock Purdy got hurt. Picked up Russell Wilson on the bench. Russell Wilson, I forgot to switch Russell Wilson. So then I needed a quarterback because I'm like, oh, damn, I didn't put Russell Wilson in. Even though Russell didn't have the greatest game, but he would have got me some points. But I'm like, oh, I need a quarterback. So I picked up Tua. Shout out Tua. Tua got me some good points. 34-15. Tyreek Hill was fairly quiet. But, yeah, they looked good. Tua looked good. The Chiefs escape an upset by beating the Panthers 30-27. The Bucks trashed the Giants 30-7. So it really wasn't Daniel Jones' fault. The Giants are just trash. Lions have a quiet win to their standards over the Colts 24-6. The Broncos beat the Raiders 29-19. Seahawks beat the Cardinals at 16-6. The Packers blow out the 49ers 38-10. And the Eagles beat the Rams 37-20 on the back of Saquon Barkley, where Saquon Barkley just passed the Eagles' rushing record. I think we're like 250-something. Yeah, 250-something and 2 touchdowns. 300. Bro had over 300 yards by himself. Like, I think it was like 302 by himself. And to put that in perspective, bro, even though just me saying that number is crazy, I heard this on the facility. Emmanuel Acho said, just this past week, 8 teams had less total offense than Saquon Barkley put up by himself. That's crazy, bro. And I know for a fact the Giants had like 269. I looked the Giants up specifically. But 269 for the Giants offense, and Saquon Barkley had 302 yards by himself. and 2 touchdowns. So he outscored them and had more yards than them. He beat the Giants by himself. That's crazy. They gotta feel stupid as hell, bro. Yeah. And I'll get my top 5 of the week. If I do the second episode this week. So yeah. But nextly, excuse me. Where we at? There is a class action lawsuit going around against Canada Dry and Schweppes ginger ale. And yeah, it's a bunch of different flavors and everything that they're saying is messing with people. I didn't really look into it. I like skimmed through it. But I'm just bringing this up because this puts all that ginger ale argument to rest. All those ginger ale arguments to rest. Seagram's is the best ginger ale. Period, point blank. Because you see, Seagram's ain't on that list. It's Canada Dry, that super sweet shit, and Schweppes, that bullshit that nobody really... You only get Schweppes when that's the only ginger ale that's there. Seagram's is the best and the superior ginger ale. It's over. The argument is done. Canada Dry and Schweppes was trying to kill y'all. And that's crazy because they know black people use ginger ale as like some form of medicine. And they was trying to kill y'all. Canada Dry and Schweppes. And they know black people like Canada Dry because it's sweet. It's super sweet. It's a sweet ginger ale. And black people, we tend to have sweet tooths and shit like that sometimes. But Seagram's, the perfect one. It's the superior one. I don't want to hear nobody else say anything else about ginger ale. Seagram's. It's not going to kill you. That should be their new commercial. Because, yeah, bro, what? A class action lawsuit against ginger ale? That's crazy. But shout out to Seagram's, though, because it ain't going to do you wrong. All my black people, everybody who do it, because, you know, social media, and then we didn't gave out some of our recipes and stuff. So if you're using ginger ale as some form of medicine, it's Seagram's, bro. Get that Seagram's. Nextly, I've been seeing this going around, and I just don't understand it. I think I've talked about how tipping culture is becoming a horrible thing, but now people are trying to make tipping on a pickup order the standard. Like, please explain that to me. So, I'm tipping you for you essentially putting my food in a bag. Like, dog, this is getting completely out of hand. I seen this girl talking about it, and she was like, yeah, I work really hard bagging up your plates, and sometimes I even make the drinks and the salads. So you did your job. I called and ordered food. The food is being prepared by this establishment. This establishment consists of a person that's going to make my drinks, put my stuff in a bag, cook the food and everything. All of that is encompassed in the price already. So now, because I'm coming to pick my food up, like I got rid of the delivery because, like, okay, yeah, someone's bringing you your food, you tip them. But I came to get it myself. Now you want me to give you a tip for putting my food in the bag. For all that, bro, I'll come around there and put it in the bag my damn self. Like, what are we talking about? Like, that's what I'm talking about when it's saying it's getting extremely out of hand. And then people want to say that you're a bad person or you're cheap for not tipping for a takeout order. Bro, I did most of the work. I called it in. All y'all did was cook it, and you ain't even cook it. So, and like, I could see maybe if the tip went to the cook, because it's like, you the one who prepared my meal. I'm tipping the person that pushed the button on the drink machine and put a lid on my cup and put my container in a bag and handed it to me. You don't see how crazy that is? like for real. You don't understand how wild that sounds actually. Say that out loud. I'm tipping somebody for putting my food in the bag. We are out of hand in America, bro, because that is crazy. That is really crazy. But hey, that's America for you. And just when you thought America couldn't get any crazier and Donald Trump couldn't do any more, adding any more crazy people to his cabinet or any more crazy hires from Donald Trump, he goes and hires Linda McMahon as the Secretary of Education. Linda McMahon, Vince McMahon's ex-wife, current wife, I don't know. She still got the last name McMahon. But if you're a wrestling fan, you know Linda McMahon. Like, that is the Secretary of Education. And don't get me wrong, Linda, she probably smart, degrees, all of that. Ma'am, you've been a CEO of wrestling for how many years? I've never heard you once talk about anything in education-wise. You're also the CEO. You was the CEO of a company that's covered up, the Ring Boy scandal with your husband's friends doing all that. Let's not talk about it stuff to them little boys. Them little 13, 14-year-old boys. And you going to be the Secretary of Education? How does that make any sense? What is happening in America, bro? You got to keep saying that because it's just like, that's going to be my theme. That's my theme for like the next 4 years. What is happening in America? Well, no, because that kind of insinuates that I care. And I do kind of care, but it's like, it don't really bother me too much. But it does because it's something to talk about. But also, too, shout out to Joe Biden. I seen that he appointed like over 80 black judges in the past few weeks or a couple months or whatever. Shout out to that. That's a good thing. He trying to do some moves before he get out of there. So shout out to that, Joe. Keep doing your thing, Joseph. But yeah, so that's what's going on in America. And nextly, I want to talk to y'all about my some of my irrational childhood fears. I said that completely messed up. Some of my irrational childhood fears. Now listen, as a kid, everybody was scared of stuff that didn't really make sense. You feel me? So like, yeah, like here's just a list of my things that I was afraid of that now as an adult, I look back and was like, bro, why was you scared of that? But first is Snoop Dogg. Now, while I do think Snoop Dogg is one of the greatest black men ever, like one of the greatest black men ever to be like alive, as a kid, bro, I was afraid of Snoop Dogg. Now, why was I afraid of Snoop Dogg? If you ever seen the movie Bones, that's why I was afraid of Snoop Dogg, bro. That movie was creepy as shit to me at like 7 years old. And then I was like, around like 8, 9, I got into like old school hip hop, right? Like really, really heavy. That's why like I got like old school tattoos and stuff. I got the MTV raps up here. But I got into old school hip hop and I wound up seeing the Murder Was the Case video from Snoop Dogg, bro. This nigga was like, he like died. He like died and was like a Grim Reaper or something. Like, and then he turned into like a crow at the end, dog. That shit was creepy as hell. I was scared as shit of Snoop Dogg. But then by the time I was like 11, 12, he came out with Drop It Like It's Hot and Sensual Seduction. And then I wasn't afraid of him anymore. But yes, bro, just think being like 6, 7, if you've ever seen Bones, put yourself in a 6, 7-year-old mindset watching that. That movie is creepy as shit. Nextly, the Michael Jackson Thriller video. I was just afraid of this because I lived next to a cemetery and it was like I was young. I was like first, second grade. I like discovered Michael Jackson and like I really loved Michael Jackson. Look, I got he's standing he got the little toe tap stand on my arm right there. But I love Michael Jackson's music. So one year for my birthday, I got the Michael Jackson's #1s DVD collections on, right? So I'm watching all the videos, just, you know, learning and watching. And then I see the Thriller video, dog, and they went through the cemetery, and then all the zombies just started popping up, bro. And remember, I'm a kid, so Irrational, I'm like, yo, this is real. This is gonna happen to me, bro. Like, the cemetery was very close. Like, it wasn't very close to my house, but it was close enough. Like, it was probably like a half a mile away. But I'm a kid though, so it don't. So as an adult, you like, what are you talking about? But as a 7-year-old kid, you are scared as shit when you first see that. And especially, too, because it's like, I was one of those kids that was like, I didn't really like anything scary. So I didn't really know what zombies was and all that other stuff. Like, I just, like, well, I knew what they was, but it's like, first time, like, really seeing this shit. Because I stayed away from, like, scary stuff and all that shit as a kid. Like, that just wasn't my twist. So, yeah. Michael Jack, that video scared the shit out of me. I remember watching that shit the first time, bro. I stayed up for like 2 days straight. My mom coming in the room at like 4:35 in the morning, like, why are you still up? And I'm like, Mom, I'm scared. I'm scared. I watched the Thriller video, and I think the zombies is going to come to life and come get me. And yeah, Michael Jackson with them wolf eyes, bro. Yeah, no. I was not rocking with it. She was like, boy, go to sleep. That shit is not real. So, yeah, she kind of put that to rest, but it really didn't, though, because I was afraid of that shit. And this one ain't really that irrational, but The Dark. Nigga, because what goes on in there? Like, and why does it feel like, especially as a kid, it felt like whenever it was in the dark, you heard some shit that you wasn't supposed to hear. So, yes, that scared the shit out of me. I was definitely one of them kids that would turn the light off and run up the stairs real fast. Because, no, I'm not getting caught in the darkness. Like, nah. And now, that's so funny. Now, because Angela, now she talks to me. Because I still, like, now, I have a habit of turning the light off and like just walking up the stairs with the light off. But she'd be like, why do you not wait until you at the top of the stairs to turn the light off? And I guess it's from that, because it's like I've conquered my fear, so fuck it, turn the light off. I'm walking in the dark. I don't know. But yeah, I don't think that one was that irrational. I feel like probably like 78.6% of children were afraid of the dark from the ages from birth. Or no, because you ain't really conscious at birth. Maybe from 4 years old to about 9. That's an okay time to be afraid of the dark. And then again, I was a wrestling fan, y'all know that. But the Undertaker entrance when he was the Ministry of Darkness, that shit scared the fuck out of me too. Because it's like, first of all, it took long as shit, and then they had the people with the like fire joints that he was just like walking through. I think that might have been one specific one. But yeah, it was long and just eerie and scary and creepy. And then he would come in the ring, the lights would come on, his eyes would be rolling up in the back of his head. That nigga used to scare the shit out of me. That was something that was like, I was scared shitless watching it, but I loved watching it. So yeah. And then my last one, that's like still a fear to this day, I don't think it's irrational, is jail. Because they rape niggas in there. I don't like what? Bro, when I seen the movie Lockdown at like, I forget how old I was, maybe 11, 12, 13, one of them. I seen that movie Lockdown, and then my cousin that went to jail told me like, yeah, this is how niggas move in there, so you gotta always protect yourself. I never wanted to go to jail ever in my life, bro. Yes, that's a very rational fear. What? They be raping niggas in jail, and they kill you, and then they just leave you, dog. They just leave you, and then the guards come find you maybe like a day or two later, and sometimes they might not even notify your family. They might just, or if they do, they don't tell the story. They might say that you committed suicide or something, like, or you did it to yourself. But no, whole time, You got killed in there. Somebody stabbed you up and they left you. That is scary as shit. So I am, for the most part, a very good law-abiding citizen. Damn, I can't even speak. A very good law-abiding citizen. I don't want to go to jail at all. I don't care about all that shit people be talking about. Oh, like jail make you a man. I don't give a fuck that. I guess I'm a boy. Because no. I did 6 hours in jail and I was scared as shit. Never want to go back. But I held it together. I had the strong face. I wonder if the niggas in jail that's been in jail could tell that I was like scared as shit and I was just trying to hold it together. They probably could, because like niggas that be in jail a lot of times be repeat offenders. So they probably know the signs and shit. But they ain't bother me. So that's good. That is a very rational fear, bro. That I still have to this day. I don't want to go to jail. I don't want to go to prison. No. And now I got way more stuff to lose and to be away from. No. That is a very good rational fear. I should actually take that off the list. Oh, man. But nextly, I mean, kind of with my fears thing, kind of still in wrestling, bro. But I probably was like 8. But when I was younger. I thought that the Big Show killed Kurt Angle, bro. I thought he offed that man. Like, do y'all remember that one episode of SmackDown? Kurt Angle was like playing like he was like a general manager role or something, and Big Show was messing with. It might have been Lillian Garcia or Stacy Keibler, one of them, some blonde white girl, right? Or yeah, in WWE at the time. I can't really remember who the girl was, but. Kurt Angle, and they was like on this super high scaffold, John, or just this super high platform, and Big Show was messing with the girl, and then Kurt Angle comes in and like kind of pulls them apart, and then Big Show and Kurt Angle get in an argument, and Big Show just like threw Kurt Angle off the fucking thing, bro. And then of course they didn't show it, but it's like as a kid you don't care about that. But they didn't show him falling, but they just show a shot of Kurt Angle on the ground with blood coming out his head, bro. I swore that Big Show had just killed Kurt Angle, dog. I thought he killed that man. I'm like, yo, how is they showing this? What is going on? I'm losing it, right? But then, right, you know, I'm losing it. They don't show, I don't think they showed Kurt Angle on the next episode of Raw. And everything, but then when they come back to SmackDown, this nigga Kurt Angle got on a neck brace. That's when I feel like at that point in my life, like I already had like a feeling wrestling was kind of fake, but that's right then and there. That's when I was like, this shit is fake. And like this, well, not fake, but this shit is scripted. This shit is a show. Like that's when I figured it out fully. Cause I'm like, ain't no way in hell he was leaking blood like that out of the back of his head, and the only thing he got is a neck brace. And he walking fine. Like, no. That's not the truth. That's not real. So, yeah. That's that's my childhood fears and my little what's it face wrestling tidbit. But nextly, it's time for celebrity arrests. This segment on celebrity arrests, we got Matthew McConaughey up first. Mr. All Right. I really don't know where that's from. I feel like it's from some movie or something. But he's been a movie star for over 30 years and won an Academy Award for Dallas Buyers Club, notable roles in The Wedding Planner, How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days, Failure to Launch, We Are Marshall, Ghosts of Girlfriend's Paths, Wolf of Wall Street, and many, many more. But you're probably wondering, what did he get arrested for? I'm about to tell you. At 2:30 a.m. on October 25th in 1999, officers responded to a noise complaint at McConaughey's home and found an inebriated McConaughey playing the bongos naked. McConaughey struggled with the police when they tried to put him in their car, and he was arrested and charged with resisting transportation. What? That's a weird ass charge. And they probably just charged him because it's like, bro, you're naked. Why are you wrestling with me trying to put you in the car, bro? What are you doing? That's crazy. And you gonna be naked playing the bongos. Matthew McConaughey, you crazy, dog. He be lit. He later accepted a plea bargain, pleading guilty to a noise violation in exchange for dropping the resisting transportation charge, and he paid a $50 fine. Gotta love being, a celebrity and a movie star where you can fucking wrestle a cop naked, basically, and only get a $50 fine out of it. um, Next, we got that boy Justin Bieber. And we all know Justin Bieber, Grammy Award winner Justin Bieber, discovered by Usher Justin Bieber. Justin Bieber that dated Selena Gomez. That Justin Bieber, one of the biggest pop stars in the world. That Justin Bieber. You know who I'm talking about. On January 23rd, 2014, Bieber was charged with drunk driving, resisting arrest, and driving without a valid license after racing his yellow Lamborghini against another sports car on Miami streets. That boy was playing Fast and Furious for real, dog. He was out on them boys. He pleaded guilty to careless driving and resisting arrest and was required to complete 12 hours of anger management counseling, a program that teaches about the impact of drunk driving on victims, and to make a $50,000 donation to the Our Kids organization. Now, $50,000 is hefty, but you got out of that. He got out of that easy, bro. Celebrities, they be getting slaps on the wrist, bro. That's crazy. Because what? Let a regular person be racing a Lamborghini down the highway. His Lamborghini is being taken. You got crazy fines. You will not have your license anymore. Like, what? And you getting arrested for sure. Reckless endangerment, all of that shit. But, yeah. That's your two people on Celebrity Arrest. And nextly, we got Today in Black History. And today is November 25th that I'm shooting on. So first we got Harold Washington, the first African-American mayor of Chicago, Illinois, died of a heart attack on November 25th, 1987, at 65 years old. That's history because he was the first black mayor of Chicago. But he died on this day, so rest in peace to that guy. Eric Sermon's birthday is today. Shout out to Eric Sermon. He is a rapper, EPMD. Singer Peter Sledge. I don't really know who that is. His birthday. Shout out to you. Happy birthday. It's also William Duhart Hubbard's birthday. He became the first black athlete to win an Olympic gold medal in an individual event, winning the long jump competition in 1924 in the Paris Olympics. So shout out to you, William Duhart Hubbard. It's also Ozzie Newsome's birthday. Shout out to you. He was the first black general manager in NFL history. In 2002, he was hired by the Ravens, and he is still currently there. Shout out to that, Ozzie Newsome. I like that because, but I don't like that because of the Ravens. And you probably pick Lamar Jackson. In 1955, the Interstate Commerce Commission banned segregation in buses and waiting rooms involved in an interstate level. So, shout out to that. And also a singer Stacey Lattisal's birthday. So, there's your Black history of today. Excuse me. And real quick, I guess I'll give you guys a top and a bottom of the week, even though it's on this early week. But we just saying it from over the weekend and kind of last week too. So, top of the week. Initially, it was going to go to my boy Mike Tomlin because we shut Lamar down, and but he's been trumped by a better player. I gotta stop saying Trump. That's not a good word. He's been beaten out by a better player, Saquon Barkley. You gotta put that boy at the top of the week, bro. As I was saying, with the football recap, he is a beast, dog. 26 carries, 255 yards, 2 touchdowns, 4 catches for 47 yards, 302 total yards from just him alone. put that into perspective, as I was saying, I think they had 259, I think, for the Giants, but they actually had 266 total yards. He's the top of the week. And the bottom of the week is McDonald's, because they announced that the McRib is coming back, and everybody who eats that shit is nasty. Like, what is you doing? The McRib it look dirty. It's like, that's not the shape of a rib. What is that? That's not a real thing. So, McDonald's, you the bottom of the week. So, now let me give you guys a song of the day before I dip out of here. Song of the day. Song of the day. Song of the day. It's a song of the day. Oh shit, my voice cracked on that like crazy. But the song of the day today is I'm gonna go with MGN again. Just because I like the song, bro. And I got other music. Y'all know I got a bunch of songs, but honestly, MGN is like the most recent the most recent cover art I made, and it's just easy to just get to it in my photo albums and put it on the end of the track. So yeah. We at the end of the pod. I just want to say thank y'all for listening, if you're still listening, and to make sure that you like and share and follow and subscribe and retweet and repost and all of that good stuff, comment on all of that stuff so this podcast can grow. I ain't shit yet, but I will be later in life. So come on and join the Ima Shut Up family, and everything gonna be quite all right. I want you to make it a great day or not. The choice is yours, little bitch.
Did you see it? Yeah, I saw it.
No, wait a minute. I got money.
Mellow made it.
Yeah. Well, alright. Smoke well, stay mellow. I wasn't born rich, but I learned how to get it. I'ma stack it up and flip it. Never slipping on my pivot. Big mellow. I'm just a money getting nigga. Listen, I will never lie on my dick. No sir. That's some fuckboy shit. That ain't in my DNA. And I will never lie to my bitch. No sir. She don't take no shit. She is not a CNA. Call me Nate Dogg, bitch. Smoking weed like every day. Well, my daddy was a player and he taught me the game. My Tessie kinda dirty, but I drive it anyway. Autopilot driving while I'm on the speedway. Look, I'm shining, but I'm protected like Bliss Step. She running from the dick. She asks you, is it in yet? Keeps me a freak who love getting her lips wet. And she call me bro cause she don't care about incest. I do it all, fuck a handout. Back in first grade, all my teachers knew I was a standout. Messing with my money is how you become a man down. Didn't know what I was doing, figured out my plan now. Yeah. Well, alright. Smoke well, stay mellow. I wasn't born rich, but I learned how to get it. I'ma stack it up and flip it. Never slipping on my pivot. I'm just a money getting nigga. I was 16 when I first tried lean, but I really didn't like it cause it put me to sleep. Look, senior year, I quit the football team. Fuck making some tackles, a nigga wanted the cream. And the handout for me was the harder way. But I turned all my pennies into dollars. I had to regroup and figure out a smarter way. Look, now it's the steak with the lobster. Got two big dogs if you try some shit. And my youngest one is really on go. Got that thing on me, so don't try no shit. Cause I wouldn't lose sleep to see you go. Look, I slide in this bitch like I'm home and I'm safe. Look, back in the days, I was stretching the eighth. Look, long way to go to $1 million in the safe. But I'm damn sure much further from that minimum wage, yeah. Yeah. Well, alright. Smoke well, stay mellow. I wasn't born rich, but I learned how to get it. I'ma stack it up and flip it. Never slipping on my pivot. Yeah, I'm just a money getting nigga. I'm just a money getting nigga. Yeah, HeIsMellowD. The drippy hippie. The local stoner.